Well, hey there. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this video that I made just for caregivers. My name is Robbie Parker. Most of you already know this, but my name is Robbie Parker, and I am a functional medicine health coach, certified NBC National Board Certified Health and Wellness Coach. I am a Bredesen Protocol 2.0 Recode health coach, and always learning, always growing, so that I can serve my clients better. So I wanted to make this video for my caregivers. As most of you know, I have a group program. It's a 12-week group program that I offer only 3 times a year. And so I'm getting ready to offer it this month. And if you're listening to this video, it is August of 2023. So I wanted to take the time to talk to you caregivers. Now, caregivers are some of my favorite people, and you may not realize, but as a Bredesen Protocol health coach, I work with a lot of caregivers, and they come in all kinds of shapes and sizes, right? So sometimes it's a husband and wife, or it's a wife and a husband, right? The husband is a caregiver, or the wife is a caregiver. I work with children, right, that have a parent that have Alzheimer's. I work with caregivers that are friends and they want to help their friends through the Bredesen Protocol. So caregivers come in all shapes and sizes. I work with caregivers that are actually doing this for themselves, and most of those are doing it for prevention, but they have that role of caregiver. So I work a lot with caregivers. I love my caregivers. One thing I notice about caregivers is they are brave. They are so brave. But at the same time, they're frightened and overwhelmed. And they are on a mission. They are trying to save the life of their loved ones. That's a lot to carry. And so caregivers play a huge role. And part of my job as a health coach, and many of my caregivers that come and work with me don't realize this, but I really watch out for my caregivers. So as they're coming to me to work with me, they're not even thinking of themselves, because caregivers are very self-sacrificing. But here's the thing that I know as a health coach, is that caregivers will burn out really fast if they don't put the oxygen mask on first and take care of themselves. So that's really important. And many times they're running on adrenaline because they're in this mode of, fight or flight. Their sympathetic nervous system is on high alert because they're trying to save their loved ones. And they've got all these other things going on, trying to take care of the home, finances, doctor's appointments, all of the things, right? So they're constantly in this fight or flight, adrenaline's flooding, and they think they're doing okay, right? But then if they don't watch out, they're going to crash and burn. So I want to help my caregivers to remind them to take care of themselves. The Bredesen Protocol is fantastic for caregivers, and I always encourage my caregivers to do this alongside their loved ones. Now, you're not going to do it exactly as your loved ones because we're all different. Just like everybody that does the Bredesen Protocol, yes, we have the protocol, but we have to individualize it. So I want to talk to you caregivers about my 12-week group program and why this may be good for you. Many times people don't realize that this is really good for a caregiver in many ways. So it's a 12-week program. We meet every week via Zoom. So you actually see me like this, right? I'm talking to you and you'll see people all over. We all know how Zoom works, right? So you'll see the other participants. And so you're coming in each week and you are learning about the Bredesen Protocol. Because what I find with caregivers, they're trying to juggle everything and they're really wanting to do this for their loved one, but they're so overwhelmed. They really don't have the time to dig in and to learn this, excuse me. So they're just kind of piecemealing it all together, which causes stress because they're thinking, am I doing this right? Am I doing all that I can? And what my group can do for you is every week you come and you meet and you learn. I educate you. We start with the KetoFlex 12-3, which you all know that's the hardest part for most people on this program. It's not the most important part, but it's a big part of the program. So getting the KetoFlex 12-3 down is super important to learn it correctly, and to get your loved one on the right track, right? And so I teach you for 3 weeks about the Bredesen KetoFlex 12-3 program. We stay there for 3 to 4 weeks so that you get it. Each week you come, you have the ability to ask me questions. Okay, Robbie, I tried this on my loved one and we're having problems. Or you come and you share your wins, or you come and you hear the other participants, because there's usually other caregivers that are joining. So you get to hear what's going on with them. You get encouraged. You learn from their wisdom, what's working for them, what's not working, ideas. So we come every week. We meet on Tuesdays at 11 a.m. Central Time. Now, I know a lot of you caregivers are working, or you're just really busy. So know that we do record our sessions. They're very private. They're only sent out to the participants. They cannot be downloaded or shared or anything like that. So I will send those to you. So there may be some weeks that you can't make it, but know that you will get those to look at and review. I send you every week before our sessions a printable resource, so you know what we're going to be talking about. You can kind of review those or read along as I'm teaching. You'll have time to ask questions. We have a private Facebook group, if you're on Facebook, for just our members for the program. And so you have time to ask questions in between sessions and all of the things. So this could be really helpful for you, because one thing about caregivers that I really like to talk to them about is stress management. And we do go through stress management in the program, because after we're done with the KetoFlex 12-3, then we're going to bring in exercise. And then we're going to talk about restorative sleep. Very important for you caregivers, right? Just not your loved ones. Then we're going to talk about stress management. This is really big for my caregivers. You need to watch your stress. And so you're going to be learning things to do for yourself. I'm always bringing up caregivers in my coaching program. And then we're going to bring in brain stimulation, showing you ways to help your loved one with that. It's not what you think. It's not always about games. Detoxification, that's a really big one too. Something that you really have to understand and know ways to maybe dig a little bit deeper. And then we look at supplements. And then we also talk about ways, to do the Bredesen protocol. Some people use the book. Some people get a recode or pre-code report. So there are different ways to do it. I help you with that. So I just want to let you know that there is help for you. Please don't try to do this alone. I want you to think really seriously about investing in yourself with my 12-week program. You may have been wanting to work with a coach, but maybe you couldn't afford one-on-one. This is a great way to do that at a fraction of the cost. And so it's $597 for 12 weeks. That's 12 weeks with me. We meet every week. That's usually unheard of on a live group program. Usually they'll just send you stuff and you're on your own. I'm going to be with you every week. I'm going to walk you through this and help you and be here for questions and all of the things. So I want you to really consider this of investing in yourself so that you can invest in your loved ones. And know also, many times for the caregivers, they show up either by themselves to our group every week, or sometimes they show up together. And it can be whatever you want it to be, whatever you need. So make sure that you get on my VIP waitlist. This is to ensure that you have, you're going to hold your spot, because I only open this up to 12 to 15 people. I like to keep it small so everybody has time to ask questions. I don't want to make it big. I want it personalized. And so get your name on that VIP list. Plus, as a VIP waitlist member, you are going to have the opportunity to purchase your spot early. So it's not going to open for a couple of more weeks. So you can put your name on that list now. There's no obligation. But if you choose to purchase that spot on that day, the early date, you're going to get a bonus. And that's a free session with me. So you'll be able to meet with me one-on-one, just like this, to ask me questions. You may want me to look over your recode report. You may want to learn about how to get a recode report. You may want to talk about detoxification and other testing that you may need. You may just want to just get with me personal, right? And just ask me some things you may not want to ask with everybody. Whatever it is, you're going to get a free session with me. So that's your bonus for being that VIP member on that wait list if you purchase it early. So think about it. I love you caregivers. You are doing an amazing job. You are brave. You are courageous. You are swimming upstream trying to do this. I understand many times even families don't understand. You need a community that's doing the same thing, that understands it, that's going to encourage you and give you fuel to continue this fight for Alzheimer's. We do not have a cure, right? There's no cure for Alzheimer's. And so we have to do all that we can. Remember, this is a progressive disease. So if you've just been kind of doing it, you need to really make that commitment that you are going to learn this and you are going to do the best that you can and to get help and encouragement. And I would love to see you in our group. So if you have any questions after watching this, feel free to reach out. Just reply to the email or reply, DM me on Facebook if you're watching this on Facebook, whatever it is. Or you can go to my website, Robbie at rloptimalhealth.com. You can find out more information about me and what I do. I also do one-on-one coaching. And I also have a monthly membership, which is very cool. So that's extra ways for me to serve my clients. And for instance, this month, the month of August, we are focusing on supplements and energy. As a caregiver, right? You can relate. We all need more energy. All right. Let me know if you have any questions and keep doing the good work. Bye.